Okay, so I know I just finished another video. Ignore my coughing and my coughing child in the background. But I just finished watching all of my old videos and I do things a little differently now. So, I just want to make sure that I am putting the right information out there. And I want to share a little bit of what I know about keto. I just want to share a little bit more about what I know about keto. Like I said, I'm sorry I had to pause the video. I had an interruption. The first thing that I would suggest is that you eat something. I am on a budget. I'm on a very tight budget. I have about maybe $150 for 3 people for 2 weeks, if that. My house is a wreck right now, so I'm going to take you through some of the stuff that I have to help me. There's my cat. Some of the things that I use to help me, but my house is a wreck, so just ignore me. I work a lot of hours and I'm sick now, so sue me if you don't like it. There's my dirty dishes. So when you're on keto, sorry about that, one of your best friends is going to be salt. I like the pink Himalayan salt. I just like the way it tastes better. I know the camera's over here and I'm looking over here, but I don't know. Anyway, I suck at filming. I like using, I don't know what these are doing in here. I like using the Yeti cups for my coffee. When I do coffee, I don't do it a lot because my kidneys do tend to bother me. At least recently, I use, I don't know if I can, yeah. This is my Ninja. It's dirty right now because I use it every single day. Let me find my cups. Anyway, I can't find them because they're probably dirty, but it comes with these nifty little cups that you can blend stuff in. That's how I make my shakes. I use the heck out of it. It's something that I know my boyfriend gets really mad about because I use it every single day and he does the dishes because I'm lazy. Not really that I'm lazy, but I just work a lot. PB Fit. It's the peanut butter powder. It's for 2 tablespoons. It has 50 calories, 2 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs minus the sugars. It has 1 gram of carb because you take out the sugars. I don't even think that's right at all. I might be giving you the wrong information. I'm just going to say 4 grams and 5 grams of protein. I don't normally like things that are heavily processed, but because you can't put coconut oil into iced drinks, this is what I use for my iced drinks. And I know you're looking at me like, why are you putting more oil and fat into your stuff? But that's the whole idea of keto. I go to Walmart for these. It's my liquid stevia. That's what I put into my drinks. Unsweetened cocoa powder. I don't like Hershey's as much as the other brands that they have out there. There's some really good organic brands that you can get from H-E-B. If you're lucky enough to be in Texas, the Torani, I think that's how you say it, sugar-free coffee syrups are good too. They're carb-free. They have about 5 calories, and all that's from salt. So, I don't use a lot of flours, mainly because there's extra carbs in them. But if I need to make like a pizza crust, or if I usually use this for like fried chicken, or chicken fingers. I'll use that. Coconut flour and almond flour. I never use regular flour. Let me see what I have in here in my dark pantry. We have a really small house that we're in right now, so I don't know where the lights are at anymore. But we have to use an IKEA cabinet, which I love. Let's see what I have. So, I have to adjust my phone. I have things like the artichoke hearts. These have 1 gram of carb for an ounce, which per serving. I don't use a lot of Rotel because it's high in carb, but I do use it. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. Sorry about that boob shot. coconut cream, coconut milk. Everything else in here is pretty much for the rest of the family. And for the most part, they eat what I eat. Oh, I forgot about these. This is not the box that this came in, but these are my chia seeds. They do have 5 grams of carb per tablespoon, but that's my fiber. So about at least once a week, I try to add a tablespoon of them to my chocolate shake, just to help keep me regular. I know nobody wants to talk about poop. It's gross. I know. Let's see. We've got sugar-free popsicles, which are always nice. I don't know about the carb count in those. 4 grams of carbs. So I don't do those a lot. Those are mostly for my daughter. I don't know. A lot of this is for the rest of the family. I do the 10-pound bags of chicken. I'll buy the hamburger patties, or I'll go get these 1-pound ground beef deals. I don't really pay attention to the fat content in them because it's keto. So, ignore the kid with the cough syrup. Excuse me, kiddo. I use stevia in the raw for, like there's this, if I really feel like I need something sweet, I'll take cream cheese. I usually will use a whole thing of cream cheese, and this is not for just 1 serving. This is like at least 4 to 6 servings. I'll take a block of cream cheese, unsweetened cocoa powder, maybe a splash of heavy cream, and the powdered stevia, and I'll do like, I used to do a stick of butter with it, and that's only if I'm going to make it into fudge, but I'll blend it all up, and then I'll put it in a container, and I have like a really small baby spoon that I use, and I'll eat it until I feel like I've eaten enough. And like I said, usually that gets anywhere between 4 to 6, maybe more servings. I like bacon. There's bacon in my fridge. I'll do the powdered, not powdered stevia, but the granulated stevia and the sugar on it, or not sugar, cinnamon sometimes. I know there's a lot of carbs in cinnamon, so I don't use much of the cinnamon, and it doesn't take much really, but I'll sprinkle it on the bacon, and it gives it kind of a sweetness. Let me see if I can get in my fridge. It's filthy right now. Because keto is not high protein, I haven't tried these yet, but because I'm looking into weight loss surgery, I'm going to try these and see if I can make them work, because I heard they're terrible. Sour cream. I got this because it was on sale, but the Land O'Lakes European style super premium unsalted butter. I do make what they call bulletproof coffee. It's got a tablespoon of butter, coconut oil. For coconut oil, I have this ginormous, I don't know if you can see it, thing here. I got it for $20, and it's 1 gallon of coconut oil for 20 bucks, which is amazing. It's unrefined, virgin. And I know keto, you're supposed to have high fat, and some of the recipes have a lot of cheese in them. I've tried to cut my dairy back, but I use heavy cream. I do make my own whipped cream for like desserts and stuff. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I've done that to kind of cut some of my fat and some of my dairy. My pepperoni. I'll make pepperoni chips out of that, and I'll use it as a dip. I've got all kinds of cheese. I make I make Parmesan chips. I'll take a tablespoon or less of Parmesan cheese, put it on top of parchment paper in the microwave for 2 minutes, and it makes a crispy little chip. I buy the thick cut bacon. I usually get 2 to 4 packs, and that lasts my whole family. I try to keep condiments down to a minimum, and when I make food for myself, I try to keep it with just a few ingredients where it's not using a whole bunch of stuff, because that's when I tend to see a lot more weight stall. I do see a lot of carb creep. Hold on, I'll clean my spot off. Carb creep is where you, let's say I have like a, I don't know if you guys have seen those P3 meals, but it's like cashews and little cubes of turkey and Monterey Jack cheese, and they have a bunch of different kinds, but that's my favorite kind. So I'll grab like 5 or 6 of those for my week, and I'll eat those. But the cashews are high in carbs, and if I eat those every day, I notice that my weight loss is kind of stalled. So you can get things like that whenever you eat a lot of nuts, or a lot of nut products. So because I have the peanut butter and the almond milk, I'm trying to keep my eye on the camera, guys, sorry. Because I eat a lot of the peanut butter powder and almond milk, I try not to do the cashews. I did try to make candied almonds with my stevia, my granulated stevia, and butter and cinnamon, and it was kind of messy. The almonds are not crunchy, they're like soft, but they didn't really turn out very sweet. So I might try to just put some more stevia on them, just roll them in there to make them kind of adhere to that, and see if that helps. But again, that's going to add carbs to it, so we'll see how that works. But for now, that's all I have for you. I get by on snacking. Like, my foods are like small meals, and I try to keep them. Let me get up one more time. Let me see if I have something in here I can show you guys. Yeah, I have one. Good. I went to H-E-B, and they had these little containers. I don't know, it's exactly 1 cup, and I try to keep any dips that I have, or if I have a meal, I try to keep it at this size throughout the day, and then I'll have like a big dinner. And by a big dinner, I mean I'll have like a piece of chicken with whatever sauce that it's cooked in, or whatever. But that's usually what I end up having. So I'm not eating a whole lot during the day. The largest meal I have is my shake, and that's just by liquid volume. There's really not any more in it than the rest of the day. I think I'm doing all right. I think if I started working out, I would see more weight loss. But it's become harder over the last 5 years, now that I'm over 30, to lose weight. Like, I know I could lose 30 pounds no problem on Michael Thurman's 6-Week Body Makeover before, but now my weight loss is slow no matter what I do. So I'm just seeing how this goes, and so far it's working. And I know that when I do the weight loss surgery, the low carb, high fat lifestyle is what they're gonna want me to follow anyway. I just have to learn about portions. I do use as a vitamin before I run out of time. If it's still in here, yes it is. If I can reach it. It's green. That's why there's all this stuff on the top. I have a bad habit of drinking it out of the top. I don't do it now because I'm sick, obviously, but it's called Source of Life. It's a liquid vitamin. It's got 5 grams of carbs per shot, but I'll usually take either a shot glass or one of these medicine cups and just fill it all the way up to the top. And I take one of those a week. I'm sure you could do it more because I'm trying to count my carbs. I usually just do it once a week, but that's it. Again, if you have any questions or tips, feel free to message me. And I'll let you know how my consultation goes on Friday. Thanks guys, bye.